Hi, I'm Randy Vance. I'm on Lake Lanier today on Sailfish's brand new 226 DC. Now this is a dual console and an ideal place to talk to you about what you should be looking for in a dual console boat. Why here? Well, because a dual console has the seating configuration of a bow rider, but the rugged durability of a saltwater boat makes it great to operate in both areas. Now, one of the first things that you want to look at for an attribute in a dual console is the depth of the cockpit. You want to have the cockpit and its bolsters come up, hit you mid-thigh. The bow seating area should be deep as well. And why? Well, it makes it stable and easy to get your footing while you're fishing, and it's extra safe for small kids, and parents are going to appreciate that. Plenty of comfort seating on board should include transom seats, bow rider seats, and you also want lounges in the cockpit that are convertible. In this case, the conversion comes from popping up the leaning back that gives you both a forward-facing seat and an aft-facing lounge, or a full sun pad. I like the jump seat behind the driver's seat here, and underneath all this seating should be insulated storage. You want the insulated storage because it gives you options for coolers, and it gives you options for fish boxes when you're fishing. Now, on a dual console boat in this class size, you should have an anchor locker that's capable of holding up to 200 feet of anchor rope at ½ inch and about 20 feet of chain. It also needs to have dedicated hooks to hold a Danforth style anchor. Now, there are 3 attributes to a dual console that makes them really popular among boaters. They're ideal for fishing, they give you cruising comfort and an easy wash-down deck, and they're a lot of fun for water sports when they're equipped with a tow pylon and a transom platform. Now, one convenience you need to have on board in a dual console of this size class is a changing room with a portable head or a flushing toilet. If you're going to be practicing water sports, you need a place to stow your skis and your boards and your tubes, and this one has an enormous locker for that. My favorite feature of a dual console boat is, of course, the dual console, but the wraparound windshield, which gives you great protection when you're operating in rough seas or if you get out in inclement weather. Another nice feature is a bimini top. Whether that's an option or a standard feature, the sun protection is ideal. For water sports, you want to walk through transom with a boarding platform. I like the ladder tucked underneath a hatch, and it's also nice to have a compartment on the platform that you can either stow ropes in or use it for a cooler. You should also look for a remote control to the stereo, because when you're hanging out at the sandbar, you don't want to climb back in and change the tunes. For fishermen, you should have plenty of rod holders, at least 4. I like a couple in the gunnels and 1 or 2 in the transom. You also need a place to stow rods when you aren't using them, and in this case, you could use the floor locker, or there's 2 rod holders behind the helm seat to stand up a rod in. Your live well should be at least 15 gallons, if not 20. This one happens to have 21, and an acrylic lid, which lets you keep an eye on your bait and make sure everything's okay without lifting the lid. Because you're apt to be using your dual console boat as a sandbar boat, you're going to need to have a raw water washdown and a freshwater washdown. That lets you shower off, and it lets you get the deck clear of sand. Now, at the helm, you need to have space for electronics of at least modest size. A 7-inch is ideal for a boat like this, and you'll also want to have a place to display your engine functions on a separate display. Your rocker switches should all be easily visible, and your stereo should be controlled right here at the helm as well. Trim tabs are an ideal option that happen to be standard on this boat. You don't use them so much to get up on plane as you do to balance the load when everybody wants to sit in the port side lounge. I like power assist steering on a boat of this size. It's kind of exhausting without it. The beauty of a dual console boat is its versatility. It's great for cruising, sandbar fun, water sports, and in my book, especially fishing. I'm Randy Vance, and this is what to look for in a dual console.